Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean Stacking the Money Green. Give me a follow on Twitter at Sean T. Green. And as always, Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use a promo code JUICE. Bet $10. Get $200 in free bets if either team scores a goal. Getting in the World Cup fever. Restrictions apply, as always. All right, we're going to talk men's World Cup game here a little early because it's Saturday, 7 a.m. I'm going to be exhausted by the time the end of Saturday comes on. I got to wake up at set an alarm, 6:30, wake up for soccer, and then rolling right into college football conference championship. There's just so much good action on. It's going to be a wild Saturday. So wanted to get that soccer play in early. You'll have no idea who I'm taking. USA. And if you bet USA, I would chant USA when talking USA soccer. It's a minus 400 favorite. It's off the board in most spots, so not a huge ROI. Hey, Thursday night football, 3-3, but one of the wins was a 2-unit win, so another profitable night in the National Football League. All right, let's get to that, and then, like I said, we'll talk a little soccer and 2 conference championship games on Friday night. It does not get better than this. Josh Allen, over 42.5 rush yards. That didn't hit. Game script-wise, again, I like the Bills, but I thought they'd have to. I thought they'd be pressing a little bit more. I thought Josh Allen might get desperate, but really they just kind of controlled the game beginning to end. Dawson Knox anytime touchdown. Dawson Knox 2 touchdowns, of course, didn't hit. He had 1 target, 0 catches, 0 yards. I think he had that drop when he was wide open. I think Josh Allen just looked at him. He's like, why am I throwing to you? I got Stephon Diggs. I got Gabe Davis. I got Isaiah McKenzie. You're going back in the doghouse, Dawson Knox. So maybe that's why his touchdown percentage is so low. He's annoying. He's annoying Josh Allen. Josh Allen's, I got a sprained elbow, whatever's going on. I don't need this. He kind of got lit up on that play, and then to have the receiver drop it, in this case, Dawson Knox, he immediately went on the naughty list there, so didn't see any other targets the rest of the game. But as far as the winners, Mac Jones under 226.5. That kind of got closer towards the end. In garbage time, he got 195 passing yards, but felt pretty safe. That offense is just really struggling with Matt Patricia. Everyone saw the clip of Mac Jones yelling. He's like, let us pass it. The running game sucks. Devin Singletary. This was the most exciting bet of the night and only really exciting part in this game. Devin Singletary under 53.5 rush yards. That was a sweat of all sweats. He got up to 53 rushing yards. Then he lost 2, knocked him down to 51. And then Bills recovered the onside kick, and the time had gone under 2-minute warning, so they didn't have to run a play there. But if they did, them giving it to Devin Singletary and him getting 3 yards was definitely in play. So fortunate covered there. Back-to-back. Jonathan Taylor covered by 0.5. This we covered by 2.5. Hopefully you got the best number. And again, definitely we always say it with sides and stuff like that, but really in particular with the prop market, that's why you got to be checking out bettingpros.com/NFL props. I know I'm sounding like a company man here, but being able to get the best price and using a tool like Betting Pros has to see okay, where's the best number, regardless of what side you're on, if you're fading me, you're tailing me, whatever, it's huge because and these totals shift a ton. And also with the 2 touchdown stuff, if you guys are DGens and hopping on those, shop around. I give out the best price that I can find when I record it, but things can change by the time you hear the episode. And just from looking at the 2 touchdown stuff, there's, plus 500, plus 600 difference in some of these places, what they're offering. And so highly, highly recommend shopping around as always, but especially with props in the more, if you're messing with some of the same game parlay stuff, definitely shop around. Okay, so like I said, Devin Singletary, that was a sweat, but that hit, and then Bills 24-10, covering the 3.5. Never really in doubt. They just kind of controlled this game, and Pat's offense was just it was wicked garbage, as they say up there. All right, big news. Congrats. We have a winner of the Kenneth Walker jersey. Dylan the Great. That's right, Dylan the Great. Congrats. We got your Kenneth Walker jersey here, K9, autographed, courtesy of Pristine Auction. All you got to do, Dylan, assuming that's your name, unless you just go by Dylan the Great, email mailbag@bettingpros.com with your address, your subscription information, and we will get you that jersey. So again, that's why you turn the YouTube notifications on, so you see this video, so you know we're trying to hit you up. Congrats, Dylan. That is a sick jersey. I love that. I love that green color there. All right, now talking a little soccer. I'm going for it. USA to win in 90 minutes. Of course, thanks to people to correct me. I was a little turned around. Soccer Sean had to shake off some of the rust there, but obviously there is OT in the knockout stage, and then it goes to penalty kicks after that. Now, just so you know, like if you win in penalty kicks, like let's say it's 0-0 tie, you win in penalty kicks after the OT, it's still graded 0-0. And then just the team who won penalty kicks advances. You don't get a goal for that, or, you don't get, like, if you hit 3 penalty kicks, that doesn't count towards the total, or if you're a maniac playing exact outcomes, we'll get to that in a second, that doesn't count towards that as well. So just something to keep in mind. And then, obviously, especially with the overtime, this bet that I'm giving out here is in 90 minutes. So USA to win in 90 minutes plus 340 versus Netherlands, 2 units on FanDuel. The mojo is with us. I mean, Christian Pulisic, who's, he's literally putting everything on the line. You saw him run in, you saw him just run into the goalie, putting his body on the line. I mean, immediately ends up in the hospital. He's playing though, and look, he got a knee to a sensitive area. I still don't really know exactly what happened on that play, but he said he's going to play. I believe him. The dude is a gamer. He's a dog. And, so having him back will be huge. And why I like this in 90 minutes is the issue with this USA team, if there is one, and again, undefeated so far in the World Cup, they kind of fall apart in the second half and in the second part of the second half. So I think their formula for success is got to get that first goal. Again, very obvious, but especially true with this USA team, because I do think they get gassed early. Coach, who a lot of sharper soccer minds have been super critical of, as far as like he brings in all these MLS guys who are kind of dust at the end, and it's just not a great formula for closing. So I think we have to, what we did against Iran, I think, is the formula to beat Netherlands. Now, obviously, Netherlands is a much better team than Iran, but I still think it's that same formula. Get that first goal and then hang on for dear life until you get the victory. And Netherlands, they had a pretty soft group relatively, and, they did 2 wins and a draw, so they took care of business. But if you look at some of the advanced stuff, expected goals had them at 2.74 allowed expected goals versus only 2.34 scored goals. So they had some fortunate stuff going on there. Again, they're obviously the better team. But USA, I think we're kind of battle tested. And I think that draw against England gave us some nice confidence, and then winning against a hungry Iran team, an Iran team that only needed a tie. It was a must-win situation, much like we're facing this Saturday. I think they get up for this game, and I think they win. Tossing a little prop bet on this as well. USA to win 1-0 at plus 950. I'm sprinkling a unit on that over at DK. And again, for this one as well, a draw is a loss. If they win this game, which I like them to do, I think this is how they win it, 1-0. Similar formula to the Iran game. So toss a little sprinkle on that. Ho-ho. Omaha Steaks. If you guys haven't gotten an Omaha Steaks package for someone you know, I don't know if you're married, you got a girlfriend, they're always like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? My mom texted me, what do you want? I want delicious frozen meat. That's what I want. I want something that I can just defrost, throw on the grill, and the quality of the meat is amazing. It's vacuum sealed. You got butcher's cut filet mignon, air chilled boneless chicken breast, ultra juicy burgers, and the sides are really good too. The au gratin potatoes, delicious. I mean, again, so much good stuff there. They even have like super high end hot dogs and stuff. So again, whatever you're throwing down on the grill, they got you covered. It's delicious. It's sent right to your house. You're like, hey, how does that happen? You get a little Omaha Steaks cooler. They put a little piece of dry ice in there, keep it fresh for you, and it's just a great gift to unpack year round, but especially around the holidays. Use that promo code JUICE at checkout. Get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required, but again, omahasteaks.com, promo code JUICE, and little bonus, because I got some more hats to give out. First person to send in a Discord proof of them using, just a screenshot, it takes 2 seconds, of them using the Juice promo code at checkout. I'll also hook you up with a Daily Juice hat. So extra incentive there. And again, awesome gift, especially if you don't know what to get someone. Get them some Omaha Steaks. They'll definitely enjoy it. I can guarantee that. That is my lead pipe lock for Christmas gifts. All right, let's get to the conference championship games. Utah versus USC. I'm seeing -2.5 for USC over at Caesars. 2 units on the Pac-12 championship. Now, this does worry me slightly because what can the Pac-12 do to not have a team in the playoff? Well, they can let Utah can win. But I think USC, man, they're just playing so well right now. And Caleb Williams, he's been phenomenal. Like, the talking heads are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, but it's hard to disagree. Like, the stuff he's doing in the pocket, that game against Notre Dame really, and I was kind of skeptical. I didn't think it would be this easy for USC as far as just bringing in a whole new coach, bunch of new players. But it's really been plug and play, and they looked really, really good. And they lost to Utah before earlier in the season, 43-42. Their only loss of the season, a 1-point loss in Utah. They're going to be up for this game. Revenge is going to be on their mind. They have the 5th best offense in the nation. College playoff spot hanging in the balance. And Utah is a good team, but they're a much better team at home. Like, they really have a legit home field advantage. The elevation, just that stadium. It's a tough place to go in and get a win, and USC learned that the hard way. This is in Las Vegas in a neutral field. So you got to like USC here. It's chalky, but give me USC -2.5 for 2 units. Last pick of the night, Conference USA Championship game. Revenge on our mind once again. I'm taking North Texas against UTSA, but I'm taking North Texas on the money line. 2 units at +280. UTSA won the regular season matchup 31-27, but they needed a game-winning score with 15 seconds left to win the game. Austin quarterback, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, for North Texas. He threw for 325 yards, 3 touchdowns in the matchups. Again, they both have good offenses. I think this game is way closer to a toss-up, and I love North Texas coming in for revenge. North Texas is also called Mean Green, which if you followed Freedom High School football back in the early 2000s, Mean Sean Green was my nickname. I think it was coaches kind of being sarcastic, compared me to Mean Joe Green. I was not anywhere near the linebacker he was, so I think they were busting my chops there, calling me Mean Sean Green. But Mean Sean Green's got to go with North Texas and the Mean Green. Give me North Texas +280 on the money line against UTSA for 2 units. Give me USC laying 2.5 for 2 units. Win the Pac-12 championship. Lock up their spot in the college football playoff. Give me USA to win 1-0 on Saturday. 1 unit there, and then give me USA +340 in 90 minutes for 2 units against Netherlands. Hey, as always, betmgm.com, promo code JUICE. And follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean D. Green. Check out my other podcast, the Sports Gambling Podcast. You know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.